So just as everyone's arriving, I thought we might start with a little kirtan, and then we're going to go and see what's happening next, right?
You want to bring your computer over here?
Namaskar, everybody. It's wonderful to see you all again. Welcome to Planetary Leadership Training 2. So, wow, there's already more than 20, 25 of us. We have 60 people registered for this. I don't know if everyone's going to be coming in at this early. Let's see. But what we're going to do today is 2 or 3 things. We have a class today, which Dada, Rainjita and Dada will teach, which he'll tell you about in a few moments. And we also have Dharma Chakra coming up, which will be in at the usual time, which for me is 6:45 in the morning, but it's different for many of you. But the main thing we want to do in the first part of this is give everybody a chance to reconnect. I've got a bit of a cough, and give everyone a chance to reconnect and have our trainers give an overview of the program, especially the yoga teacher training part of it. So I want to start by actually thanking all the volunteers from last time, but also from this time we have many of the same people, but we've got a new team of hosts and tech support people and interpreters and administrators and trainers and lots of people doing lots of things to make this possible. So thank you so much, everybody. This has been remarkable. And I think I would like to start by having everybody, well, no, I'll wait till more people have arrived before we do this. I'd like to begin by asking Didi and Nabhaniila to give us an overview of what's going to be happening over the next 2 months. And when she's done that, we'll get everybody to briefly check in and tell us something. So Didi, would you like to do that? Are you ready? I'm looking for Didi. Actually, there you are.
She seems to be on the interpreter.
Yeah, hold on. Sorry, one moment. All right, try now.
Okay. Namaskar.
Namaskar.
Thank you and welcome back to PLT2. I'm so excited to see everybody come back again. And also we have trainers and YTT, so it's exciting and inspiring. So for this PLT2 is different with PLT1. PLT2, we have 3 days in a week classes. So we have only 3 classes in a week. They are like on Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. So, and then this is gonna be 8 weeks. We started today and gonna be end on 3rd of October. So, and then and every day we are having YTT, and we have a YTT team, and also we have gonna be few new trainers coming on board. So like Kathleen Casson, she's an expertise in humanistic education, so she's gonna give class next 2 weeks. I think that's all so far. Dada, anything else that I should mention? You are on mute, Dada.
Do you want to share the whole schedule with us so we can see the overview?
Oh yeah, Jay, could you please share the schedule? So the schedule for PLT2, we have the class structure YTT from 9 until 9:45 a.m. And then after that follows by meditation, 9:45 until 10:30 a.m. and philosophy class, 10:30 until 11:30 a.m. EDT. And on Saturday, every fortnight, YTT will have 90 minutes to be able to give more detail about the YTT. And then we're gonna have every fortnight, we're going to have question and answer. And also every fortnight on Saturday, we'll have satsang. So we still have satsang every fortnight. This time we are trying to distribute the times equal between all, so we're gonna able to have philosophies, the humanistic, proud, and then DP and everything, in the equal time. So we're trying to do that so everybody able to learn all the philosophies equally. So and we have YTT teams. My Jyoti, Acara Dianes, and Acara BWX, and also Acara Kameraswara on the team. So they're gonna introduce maybe after this. Yeah. Let me know I've been sending personal emails to everybody regarding the schedule and the programs. If anybody has a question, please feel free to contact us. Okay, namaskar. I think that's all, Dada.
Can we see the rest of the schedule, or do we have all the pages there, Jay? So we've got, just give us a moment to have a quick look at it. So we have Didi Ananda Deva Priya, Future of Education with Kathleen Kaysen, and Dada, me with my name spelt wrongly, and I haven't chosen my topic yet. So that's my punishment for not choosing my topic yet, but I'm keeping it open. Rainjita is continuing to go through the elementary philosophy book which Bawa wrote, which is a really fantastic foundation to his philosophy. And then let's go to the next one. Jai? Oh, that's just for August. This is just August.
Yeah, this is all we have.
We'll show you September later on, but September is already pretty much set. That's great. Okay, thank you very much. Let's just do one thing. I'd like everybody to just share in the chat. Well, actually, there's only 30 of us here. Why don't we just give everyone a chance to just turn their microphone on and just greet you, say namaskar. I want you to tell us two things. One, give us namaskar and tell us where you are in the world, and tell us in less than three words or less what you are hoping to get out of this next level of planetary leadership training. All right? So this is going to be a little bit random.
People can unmute.
So speak slowly and clearly and tell us your name, and then so you tell us your name, tell us where you're from, and tell us your 3 words, what you want to get from this. Let's go. I might call on you. That might make it easier. How about you, Jivan Mukta?
Namaskar. My name is Jivan Mukta. I'm currently an LFT in the master unit in Portugal. And from this training, I would like to meet the nice Margis from around the world, nice workers. And also looking forward for the yoga teacher training, so I can teach asanas to the major public. Thank you.
Wonderful. Welcome. Mahesh.
Namaskar. I'm Mahesh from Croatia. From this, I would like to get, I guess, knowledge, experience, and satsanga.
Great. Yeah, you'll definitely get that. Namaskar. Bhairavi.
Namaskar. It's Bhairavi from California, San Mateo. This one, this PLT2, I'd like a little bit more, a little bit more knowledge that helps the devotion. I love the satsang, really love to connect that way, and just enhance my abilities so I can be sharper and clearer.
Welcome. Thanks. Namaskar. And Jai, our host.
Namaskar, everyone. So I'm Jai. I'm currently in Missouri right now, but I'm traveling a lot. And the most important things that I want to get from this are being with satsang and being able to serve the mission in as many ways that I possibly can. And right now doing Zoom is one of the best ways. So that's what I'm doing.
Thanks so much for your help. Lalita, I know you're translating us in Vietnamese, so are we able to hear you? I don't think we can hear you.
Yeah, if I stop translation for a moment, you can.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Okay. Yes, namaskar. I'm Lalita from Vietnam. I get inspired very much from this training, and I love to meet all of you from many corners from the world, and it's really gives me inspiration to continue my work in the local area. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Ishita in Brazil.
Namaskar. Ishita from Brazil. And I think that the 3 words could be connections, learning, and service. That's it.
Thank you for actually doing the 3 words. You're the first one. Namaskar. Janak, Australia. Wow, you must be a strange time of night for you, is it? What time is it?
Namaskar.
Namaskar.
Yeah, it's a 11:15 here at night in Australia. I guess I'm really looking forward to connecting with everyone again, and really open to whatever comes from Baba and from everybody here. So, and service. So that's it. Thank you.
Welcome. Kapil in Mexico.
Okay, namaskar. We are here in the master unit from Mexico in Xochicalco with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right now we're 5 persons here. And so I'm going to question them. 3 palabras, ¿qué es lo que esperan del PLT? Inspiration, devotion, connection, growth, and well, yeah, doing service, Dada.
And all of you are in LFT training, right?
Yes, we are.
In Mexico, fantastic. But I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of you.
There were people that were joining us yesterday. They came and we were sharing with them satsang and dharma chakra yesterday. So they'll be having breakfast later on whenever we finish, and they'll be back to Mexico City.
Okay, fantastic.
Yeah.
Very good. I just gave a class for the LFT trainees in Mexico. When was that? It was 2 days ago, wasn't it? 3 days ago?
Yeah, it was on Saturday.
So that was really exciting to see that they're all together there, and actually physically together, not virtually. And they've been together for weeks now. 3 weeks, is it?
Yes. Now we're starting the 4th one.
And they have starting the 4th week. It's going to be 6 weeks. And they invited me to Mexico. That was nice. I'll go there later when we can travel.
Yeah, we're inviting you all.
Yeah, everybody's invited to Mexico. Fantastic. Thank you. Namaskar. Hiranmai.
Namaskar. So yeah, Hiranmai from Brazil, south of Brazil actually. YTT, service and inspiration.
Okay. Namaskar. Great. Jaidev. Are you translating? We're not hearing you. Oh no, we can hear you now. Maybe we can come back to you, Jaidev. Oh no, that sounds. Can you speak now?
Still not hearing. Why don't we come back?
Yeah, we'll come back to you, Jaidev. Christy.
Namaskar.
Namaskar.
I would say I'm in Maui, Hawaii. Knowledge, service, and connection.
And you are really amazing. It's 3 o'clock in the morning there, right?
Yes, it is.
You should get some special prize. That's incredible. And you've been attending all these last sessions, and now, wow.
Thank you.
Namaskar. Thank you. I'm skipping the teachers because we're going to come back to all the teachers, the trainers. Parameshwari, Brazil. Parameshwari, do you want to introduce yourself? There you are.
Eu vou falar em português, tudo bem?
Tudo bem, pode falar.
Ok. A minha expectativa é mais inspiração e troca com os meus companheiros Margues daqui e possibilidade concreta de serviço junto com vocês.
Gracias. Can you translate for us, maybe Ishita?
I can do quick translation.
Oh, Dada, thank you.
Okay, she's looking for inspiration, exchange with Margis from here, and concrete possibilities of service.
Wonderful. Thank you. Fantastic. Ravi. Namaskar.
Yes, I'm Ravi from Mexico. I expect devotion, service, and maybe discipline to achieve my goals.
Very good.
Namaskar.
Namaskar. And you've just fixed your mic, Jalal. But I don't see your Sanskrit name now. You've changed your name. That's why I'm confused.
Yes, I
Dada.
fixed. Namaskar. Thank you.
Namaskar.
Sorry about the mic. I'm in Jerusalem right now in the Middle East. That's where I'm from. And I'm very excited for the YTT. I've been actually calling more yoga classes to be able to teach because a lot of my friends want to learn. And I'm seeking discipline and develop the community and make connections all around the world. And yeah, just be inspired and grow more. Thank you.
Welcome. I didn't know we had one of our students was in Israel. That's amazing.
Yeah, I was in the U.S. and I'm from here, so I came back in June.
Okay, great. Welcome.
Thank you.
Suranjana, you were in Brazil, right?
One moment, I have to in translation.
Phải tắt cái.
Namaskar. Yes, I'm Suranjana. I'm from Brazil, and I'm near Ananda Kirtana Master Unit, and I'm very happy to be here. The things I'd like to share is devotion, more devotion, know more about it, not know but feel it. And I'd like to know more about yoga classes and how to write better. I would like to do to write a book, and about devotion and Baba's philosophy, and I'd like to know better about how to do it. So I need to know more about Baba's philosophy. Thank you. Namaskar.
Namaskar. Okay, maybe we have a word with Devashish and maybe myself about writing books. Devashish especially. Okay, where are we? Prabha.
Namaskar.
Namaskar.
I'm Prabha from Malaysia. Yes, so what I'm looking forward from this PLT2 is basically more satsang, knowledge, and more discipline from myself. So thank you.
Welcome. And I'm getting, here we go. Devesh.
Namaskar to everyone. Very nice to see you all. I'm currently in southern Mexico. I'm hoping to get a little bit deeper on Baba's philosophy, and also hoping to join the LFT in Mexico City on my way back to the north. It's very nice. I'm hoping to get most of this training. Namaskar.
Namaskar. Tapashi.
Namaskar. I'm from Vietnam, and I don't try the PLT1, but I'm curious to know about PLT2 and to try. It's my purpose to come with this training that I want to have a connection to know that the other people also have something like me, want to know more about the philosophy of Baba. and to know is that the right way I go for service or not. Yeah, thank you. Namaskar.
Thank you. Welcome. Ramdev in Brazil.
Ramadeva.
Ramadeva.
Eu estou como intérprete, eu não posso falar.
Okay.
But I'm like interpreter too.
I ended interpretation. You can talk.
Okay. Hello everyone. It's Rainjita from Brazil. Well, I guess the true words would be sadhana, service, and moksha.
Oh, really? You want to get moksha?
Both.
Well, we can't promise that, but we're working on it. Okay.
Okay, I can take that.
Some steps at least. Devamai.
Devamai.
Namaskar, everyone. Okay, so I'm Devamai from Malaysia. And okay, so the three things I'm looking forward is more knowledge, inspiration, and more smiles, I guess. So thank you. Namaskar.
Namaskar. I might pronounce this wrongly. Chao Ando.
Yeah, namaskar.
Namaskar.
Sorry, I haven't changed to my Sanskrit name yet. My name is Anuradha. I'm from Vietnam, Ho Chi Minh City. I was lucky to attend the first one and come back to the second one. I would like to something more inspirations and more knowledge about Baba philosophy. And also this time we got the yoga teacher training, and I hope that I could learn something, and so I can do something to help other people to practice yoga. Namaskar.
Welcome. Suleika. Maybe you're interpreting. Suleika Lee. Not there. And if Suleika's not there, then that's everybody. Maybe Suleika can jump in later. So that's amazing. We're getting everybody back together again. I would like to hear from our trainers briefly, and then we'll have a little, we need to keep some time at the end for especially for the YTT. What was that? Okay, so we have some of our trainers with not everyone's here. I'd like to hear from Vishvamitra. Can you tell us what you're going to tell us? You need to unmute yourself, Vishvamitra. We can't hear you. You need to unmute.
Namaskar.
Namaskar.
So I'm looking forward to being with this group of young planetary leaders. I'm going to be exploring further biopsychology, and the focus will be on each of you, on looking at your qualities and your propensities and what practices you need to acquire in order to deal with your personal issues, both emotionally, socially, and collectively. So I'm looking forward very much to self-exploration of everyone's psyche and emotions. Namaskar.
Thank you, Vishmitra. Vishala, I know you're always wonderful with the group activities. You're going to be leading some programs, I think, right? We need your microphone. We can't hear you. You need to unmute. You can't, maybe.
The host is not allowing it.
Jai? Maybe while you fix that, Dada Rainjita Nanda, you want to give us a quick well, you're going to give out your class, or your first class shortly, but why don't you give us a quick overview of what you'll be teaching during the course?
Namaskar. I'm really glad to see everybody here, and I will continue the philosophy course. We will complete this elementary philosophy. And then I want also to engage in some practical activities. I heard many people saying about service, so I want to engage in some service activity practically. So let's see how we can do that.
Thank you, Dada. Dada Maheshwarananda was here, but he's disappeared.
Dada, I think I'm on mute now. Right?
Oh, okay, Vishala, we can hear you.
Yes, I was trying a lot, but somehow I can't do it. Well, I was going to say, as Vishwamitra was talking about the personal, I'm going to be, I think, doing classes, the satsang classes, so connecting to each other and how our connection and who we are connects to each other, and getting to strengthen that connection with each other, because I heard a lot of that from what people were asking about, how they want to get to know people all around the world better. So that will be my focus, is for us satsang. So.
Thank you. Yeah, that's you've done some really nice. You taught us some really good ways to do that. Some of the teachers as well last time. Thank you. I was hoping Dada Maheshwarananda was going to introduce himself. He was here earlier, but something happened. I do have some idea, even though it's not on the schedule. I do have some idea of what I'm going to be teaching. I'll teach some classes on Dhamma Prachar, how to teach classes and introduce people to meditation. That's what I'm going to be focusing on. And in the second session I'm doing in September, oh no, that's the end of August actually, I will probably do something on public speaking, on how to present more effectively. I'm not 100% decided. So I think we have time. Yes, we do. We have time for Vivek and Mahajoti, because many of you have said that one of the main things you want to get out of this is the yoga teacher training. So that's clearly very important. We're really glad to be able to give a large amount of time for that in the program. So that will be led by Vivek and Mahajoti. Would you like to share with us what you're going to do?
Namaskar. Mahajoti, you want to lead off?
I can do that. Namaskar. My name is Mahajoti. I'm from the Rocky Mountains, Denver in United States. And Vivek and I have been teaching yoga teacher training for the last 10 or 20 years. And usually we teach this very intense, huge course, which is 200 hours. And so we've compressed that course into a smaller course for this training. And do you want to share a little bit about yourself, Vivek? And then I can talk about the curriculum.
Okay, namaskar. My name's Vivek. I'm a Grihacharya. I was Tattvika training in 2006 and Charya training in 2008 and Senior Charya training January 2014. Mahajoti and I, along with Dada Vishrupananda and Kalvari, created this school, as we call it, for Ananda Marga yoga teacher training in 2005. So we're 15 years, and I don't know how many people we've trained, but many. So I think the goal, I'm going to let Mahajoti elaborate, but the goal is really, we hope to, we're not going to cover so many asanas, but cover them in depth so that you will feel comfortable teaching them. And Dinesh is not here, but he combines his asana classes with meditation. He's going to focus on teaching meditation in his style, which has been really successful at the University of Texas in Austin. So you'll see Dinesh on Wednesday. And at least for the month of August, you'll have Mahajotis on Monday and me on Saturdays. So with that, I'll give it back to you, Mahajoti.
Okay. So we'll be, throughout the length of the course, we'll be introducing maybe 30 asanas or so. And with those asanas, we'll be deconstructing them step by step, and also adding modifications so that when you're teaching yoga, if you have someone who can't manage something, you'll have an alternative to offer to them. As well as with each asana, we'll be introducing warm-ups or preparatory poses, what the benefits of each pose, and going through all the asana techniques. And then along with that, there will be some methodology. Like Dada said, there may be a course on public speaking. There will be hopefully courses on communication, the use of the voice, the use of language. How do you language a yoga class? Then there's also yoga philosophy will be presented by a variety of the presenters, as well as lifestyle. So these are all categories of yoga teacher training. Lifestyle of meditation, chanting, and other yoga practices. And then we'll also have an opportunity to practice in our yoga classes, as well as there will be a couple of sessions that will be in breakout rooms by your native language, so that you can practice teaching asanas to each other. And I think that's all I have about the yoga teacher training. Do you have anything to add, Vivek?
Not right away. I'm not sure we'll get 30 asanas in, but we'll get at least the elementary ones. We also emphasize alignment and safety, and we'll start off on that on Saturday.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Anything more to add?
Not this time.
Okay, great. Well, you're all gonna. That's great, really good. I'm so thanks so much for the two of you for designing, compressing your very big program into something that we can fit within our PLT2.
Oh, if I could add one thing, there will be a series of handouts, and we'll probably inform you they'll be on Basecamp. In fact, there's some already there.
Oh, great. Very good. Well, we have. The time is working out well. We just have time for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of you have appeared. You might have missed we had everybody introduce themselves briefly at the beginning, but some of you just arrived. So can you just tell us, your name and where you are, and what 3 words summarize what you would like to get out of this planetary leadership training too. And we're going to do that until, well, I think we have time just for, actually there's 6 of you have just arrived. Okay, so let's start with Priya. Priya P, because maybe there's another Priya. Are you there, Priya? You want to switch your microphone on? And there you are. Oh, and off again. You had it for about 1 second. And could the rest of you, so I'm also going to call on Babita and Vishnu, Gyan, Nilama rather, and Advaita. So Priya.
Namaskar.
Nice.
I'm from Vietnam. I enjoyed the first training, and it was very wonderful, very meaningful, and I'm so eager to take part in the second course, this second course. So just I just arrived, so the last part I didn't hear it very clearly. Anyway, I want to say thank you to all of you for organizing this course.
Thanks for joining us, Priya. Vishnu, Gyan.
Namaskar.
Namaskar.
Sorry, I just arrived. What's the question?
Where are you? And what 3 words describe what you would like to gain from this next 8 weeks of planetary leadership training?
I'm from Brazil, and 3 words. I think it's very hard to say in 2 words, but
3. We'll give you an extra one, 4.
okay. Greater capacity, I think. 2 words only.
Okay, thank you. Welcome. Nilima.
Namaskar, everyone.
Namaskar.
I'm Nilima. I'm from Puerto Rico. And 3 words that I would like to get out of the training would be, the first one would be satsanga, enjoying spiritual company with all of you. The second one would be Ananda Marga in-depth philosophy. And the third one would be knowledge in yoga practices and meditation. Thank you.
Thank you. That's kind of perfect because that's exactly what you're going to get.
Thank you.
Advaita, I think, can you? Namaskar, Advaita.
Ok, bây giờ em nói luôn ha. Namaskar.
Namaskar.
I'm Advaita from Vietnam. Thật ra thì em không có mong đợi gì ở khóa này được. Tại vì em nghĩ rằng là khi tham gia khóa thì mình sẽ học được, cái gì mình học được thì mình sẽ áp dụng thôi, chứ không có nghĩa là không có suy nghĩ trước là không có định hình trước là ok mình sẽ cần cái này cái nọ, thì tất cả những cái được thì mình sẽ
inglês. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Actually, I don't set any expectation for myself because just whatever I learn from the course, I will apply it into practice. So I don't set any expectation.
Okay.
Yes.
Thanks, Advaita. And
ela não tem expectativa.
Babita Kumari. You need to unmute your microphone, Babita. Are you there? Okay, maybe Priya, we can see if Priya is able to unmute herself. We tried before, but we didn't hear anything. I don't think that's going to happen. So no problem. The timing is kind of perfect. It's exactly time for Dhamma Chakra. So we're going to have a little kirtan. We'll meditate together, and then Dada Rainjita Nanda will give his first class. All right. So maybe I think everyone has their microphones muted already, but just make sure because that affects the sound. And I think I've got my microphone right here. So we're going to do a little kirtan. Just thinking which tune I want to sing. Oh, I know which one. Okay. I haven't sung this one for a little while. Baba Nam Kevla, Baba Nam Kevla, Baba Nam Kevla, Baba Nam Kevla. Baba Nam Kevla, Baba Nam Kevla, Baba Nam
Nijam Sudam Nirabhasham Nirakaram Niranjanam Nityabodham Chidanandam Guru Brahma Namamyaham.
I'm scared. After millions of animal lives, created beings attain human form. That is why all the scriptures speak of the rarity of human life. The wise make proper utilization of all objects. This utilization alone makes the existence of the object worthy. You have achieved human frame. You must make it meaningful by your sadhana, service, and sacrifice. Engage yourself in such useful pursuits that even the worst of your enemies hardly have any chance to despise you. Utilize yourself in such a manner so as to have satisfaction in your mind also, that you never waste your time uselessly on this earth.
Namaskar, everybody. Just before we go into our class with Dada, I want to add a couple of things. Jai, can you share the logo, the next slide? And I would like to, so this beautiful logo was created by Hiran Maya, I believe, primarily, but some other Magis, particularly from Brazil, did a lot of work on this. And I would love either Hiran Maya or maybe Ishita to explain to us a little bit about what went into this, what's behind it. Would you like to
Namaskar. So yeah, maybe we can share a little bit. So yeah, the process. Maybe I can talk a little bit about the process, because I think it encompasses how everyone working together and coming up with this. I don't have my cameras on. So yeah, at the beginning, there was this idea of having this encompassing pair of hands around the globe, and to have the lotus to exemplify, each of the 6 petals of the lotus would represent somehow some core fundamentals and the philosophy. And yeah, so we start brainstorming with that, and it went so many ways. It was fun. It was really fun. Learned a lot along the way. People were giving inputs, and yeah, by the end we had this color setup that would, have something of the orange from Ananda Marga, and something of this golden effulgence on the lotus. And also we kind of deconstructed the lotus so that it had this kind of movement. So you can see it has this kind of counterclockwise movement around the globe. The continents themselves, they're kind of generic to a point, so that we have this planetary, be any planet that it might be, and not focusing on a specific continent from our little planet, our tiny green island. And yeah, so it was, I don't know what else to say. If Ishita wants to compliment anything, it was really great. It was, I learned a lot. I learned how to fiddle with a whole new kind of program, and doing art in a different way that I was used to. So it was, yeah, really great. I really thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you so much for all your work on this. I think it's beautiful. I love it. And this is version more than 20, isn't it?
Yeah, so there were 20 versions or so, and maybe 10 color iterations, something like that.
Thank you. Ishita, you want to add anything?
Just want to say that this is our first collective job, and I think that I wish we could do more jobs like that together, everybody integrated and helping each other. In the future, new projects come like this one in a collective way. Thank you.
Fantastic start. Thank you. And one of our trainers just did arrive, Dhyanesh. Maybe you'd like to briefly introduce yourself, Dhyanesh, and tell us what you are going to teach in the course.
Namaskar. Yeah, okay. So I've been teaching yoga and meditation at the University of Texas in Austin for 35 years. And it's been awesome. And so I'm gonna teach how to teach yoga and meditation class to the public from all that I learned, from the style that has developed, evolved. And but each one of us will have our own style and own things to say, but I hopefully will give you a lot of good tips so you can, because it's such a great thing to do for people. I mean, we've had a lot of great results. People don't want to leave afterwards. You just feel fantastic because we do the very spiritual meditation right afterwards, and then we have a big discussion. And so it's a great service to do. It's a really great service. So I'm going to try to help all you be able to do the same. So namaskar.
Thanks so much, Dinesh. Just want to welcome those of you who arrived that weren't here earlier. Sneha, welcome back. Asitima, thank you for joining us. Indradev, Lalita from Indonesia, Phuong Le Lan from Vietnam. I know from the name you're Vietnamese, but I can't pronounce it, I don't think. And Madhuri Mai, and I know Suleika, Suleika, and some others. So we're just about to start our first class. Dada Rainjita Nanda, please, floor is yours. Thanks for joining us. Namaskar.
Namaskar, everybody. Nice to be back with all of you. And let me share my screen here. Just a moment. We'll be continuing our philosophy course. Actually, from the original course, this is the class number 7, but we did have more classes, but we only covered, I think, 6 chapters in our classes. So as usual, you can put questions in the chat window. I keep it open so I can see what you write. So sometimes you may have a question, you write it there, I can answer immediately in the course of the presentation. And sometimes I can leave it for later on, and you can remind me. All right, so we'll have also a breakout session. Now, this topic is, what is the aim of humanity? Let's just get back a little bit so we warm up our memory. Let me see one point here. Okay. So where did we start? We started from us, human beings. And what do we really want in life? So what is that we want to get from this life? So we can say we want to get happiness, we want to get peace, and we can put other points also. But if we do a follow-up question and we say, like, you want happiness, but how much of it? Or you want peace, and how much of it? And we come to the point that we want more, and we want more, and we want more, and we want infinite. So now we come to the point that we human beings want something infinite. Good. All right. So now, what is infinite? Then we came to the point that, let's say that this cosmic entity is infinite. And then, okay, so we want infinite, cosmic entity is infinite, we want cosmic entity. Then the question comes, does this cosmic entity exist? So we went through that, and we yes, it exists. But then the next point was, what is this cosmic entity then? So we also answered that question. We talked about Purusha, Prakriti, and we said that this cosmic, let's say we have, all of us are like individual entities or individual consciousness, and we have a multiplicity or all this unit consciousness together to get the cosmic consciousness. So we talked about that. And then we said, okay, so this cosmic entity exists, but we are living in this world. And we always hear different philosophies saying that the world is an illusion and only the cosmic entity is real. Then we now need to know what is this world. So that was the third question. What is this world? So this world is not like a permanent truth, means it doesn't remain the same forever. It's always changing, but it exists, it's there. We live in this world. So it's a relative truth. Okay, so we know what is the Dharma, what we want. We want the cosmic entity. Now we understand a little bit about the cosmic entity. We understand a little bit about the world. What about us? Who am I? And what am I? Am I this body, the mind, the soul? So we also answered that question in a very kind of logical way. We came to the point that this I, me, that has a body, I have a body, I have a soul, I have a mind. So what is this I? We found out that it is actually just in one part of the mind, which we called Mahatattva. So we go for this, we are just kind of summarizing what we have studied so far. All right, so that's me. That's who I am and what am I? Now, so what is my relation with this universe? What is my relation with the cosmic entity? So we talked that the universe is actually a system or everything so that I can go towards liberation. And the cosmic entity wants me to attain liberation. So then we talked, so that was another question. I would like encourage you to go again through the videos that we have so you refresh. But anyway, and the next question was, so now I'm living this world. So how should I live in this world? Now the idea is we are living here so that we are all connected when we are all moving towards this liberation or realization. And not only humans, all beings, all creation. So today we go to this new question. What is the aim of humanity? So, creation. Creation came out from Brahma, but Brahma that can be qualified, or consciousness can be qualified by Prakriti. So therefore, Saguna Brahma. Now why there is this creation. Because Saguna Brahma wants everyone to reach emancipation. So he made the creation. So everything that's happening around us is so that all the beings are moving towards the goal. So here, what's the purpose? Purpose of Saguna Brahma? Liberate everybody. Purpose of human being? Fulfill the purpose of Saguna Brahma, or to be liberated. Great. And the purpose of creation is the system that Saguna Brahma uses to liberate all units. So whatever is happening around us, with us, whatever we are doing, everything, we are in this movement towards liberation. Some people are consciously and some are unconsciously, but we are all in this movement. Like now I hear birds singing. This bird is also singing because it's moving towards liberation. So everything is happening in that way. So now we have Saguna Brahma, and this is a minimalist representation of the cosmic cycle. So you see on one side here, it's a cosmic thing, you know, all the fundamental factors, the mind, cosmic mind, fundamental factors, reach solid. Now it becomes many, many going back. So Saguna Brahma, imagine that he is many, and all these manys are going back towards Brahma. In a word, everything came from that, everything goes back to that. That's the thought wave of imagination of Saguna Brahma. So from that comes everything, and then everything goes back to that. See, it's a very simple, but at the same time very complex. All right, so then let's find out humanity. Where is our position? Okay, a little bit Italian here. Here we are, human beings, and we are at the end of the thought wave. So if this is the thought wave, okay, it starts from that and it's moving and it's going back to that. We are here at the end of this thought wave. Before us in this thought wave, animals, before that plants, undeveloped beings, and we are here about to reach. So what is the aim of humanity in general? Humanity is the last step towards Brahma. Quote, Sri Anandamurti. The wish of the qualified supreme entity is to obtain merger with the non-qualified entity or the supreme rank for every one of its units. So why here there is one, why it became many, so that each one can reach the goal. Now, what is the goal? That is mukti. Mukti is to merge with the qualified supreme entity, which is Saguna Brahma. The thing is that it's not permanent. If it's not permanent, it's also not the goal. Okay, we are going now in the philosophical aspect. Okay, so then there is something else. That is moksha. One of you said in the presentation that you want to reach moksha. Okay, so moksha is really freedom from the bondage of prakriti. In mukti, you go back to qualified, so you are not free from prakriti, but in moksha is free from prakriti. So it is merged with the non-qualified supreme entity or attainment of the supreme rank. Now you can ask me, but Dada, this is so theoretical, what's the use to know it? Well, it makes a difference in the process of sadhana. When you are doing sadhana, the process that you are practicing has a goal, means that's the goal of that process. So there are some processes that the goal is mukti, and other processes the goal is moksha. Eventually, you will need to learn the process that takes to moksha. All right. So in moksha, prakriti is not capable of dragging you back to the creation. So the unit will be relieved of its journeys through the creation, fulfilling the purpose or the intention of the qualified supreme entity. So this is the fulfillment of the goal of Saguna Brahma. That's moksha. Now let's short representation. Mukti is basically you start from Saguna, go around back to Saguna, and then you go around and around. Okay, that's mukti. And moksha start from Saguna, but ends in Nirguna. So what is the goal of the whole system? You know, the whole system is done in a way that it will keep moving everybody ahead in the cycle. But the goal is when you reach the end of the cycle, go into Nirguna. That's what Saguna Brahma wants. So again, we'll go through the Brahma Chakra. Okay, starting from Saguna Brahma. Let's say you are like sleeping. When you wake up, the first thing is you become conscious of yourself, I. So that's what happens also with Brahma. Prakriti wakes up the consciousness. So the first thing is Buddhitattva, I. And then the second thing, you are thinking, oh, that you have to do something. That's Aham Tattva, has the capacity to do something. And then get into doing, that's Chitta. Starts, something is going to happen now. But for something to happen, you need some ingredients. That's the 5 fundamental factors. So now the Chitta is becoming the 5 fundamental factors. When that is solid, at that point, it can divide. So it divides into many. And now these many minds, individual minds are created. So from here, many individual minds are created. So all these beings are now moving towards liberation. So you take maybe a very undeveloped body, stay there for some time, learn something, then get a more developed body, plant, then a bit more developed animal, then more developed human. Now we reach humanity. So what's the aim of humanity? Now the aim of humanity is to move towards liberation. Okay, so that's the theory for today. Any questions? Any point that you want to be repeated? So now we can see in this context that, all right, so that's the aim of humanity. So let's go a little bit for a discussion. So Jai, you have the groups ready?
I need a moment to set them up. But...
Okay, so you can set them up and I will continue a little bit.
Yep.
You make an effort to put the people in the languages or the translator together with those who don't speak. Yeah.
Yep, working on it.
I know it's hard, but make that effort. And while that, okay, somebody asked about the Mahatattva. Where is the Mahatattva? So where is the Mahatattva? It disappeared. Can anybody answer? In the figure, where is the Mahatattva? Can anybody answer that? Where did the Mahatattva go? You can, if you want to unmute and answer, you are welcome. Okay, Ramadeva replied, Bodhitattva, yes. There are two names. Mahatattva has two names, Mahatattva and Bodhitattva. Okay. All right, that was one question. And then other one is, what is Nirguna again? Is it like Brahma Chakra? Okay, so now let's see. Brahma, the chakra means circle or cycle like this. So Brahma Chakra is the cycle of Brahma. So what's the cycle? This whole figure is the cycle. Starts from Brahma. Brahma has Purusha and Prakriti. Purusha is consciousness. Prakriti is the energy, the operative principle. Purusha is the cognitive principle. So now this energy or this operative principle modifies the consciousness. So it was just pure consciousness. Then it creates a change in that consciousness. And that pure consciousness, there was no, variation, no change. When it creates change, the first change is I. And that's, it becomes conscious of itself. And that's the Bodhitattva or Mahatattva. There is I-ness, but it's a cosmic I-ness. So now we know that the Brahma Chakra is the whole, let's say, process. So what is Nirguna Brahma? What is Saguna Brahma? Okay, Brahma is the cosmic entity. It's composed of Purusha and Prakriti. In one situation that Prakriti cannot influence Purusha, that is Nirguna Brahma. In another situation, Prakriti can influence Purusha, that is Saguna Brahma. Okay? All right, another question. When people attain Samadhi, Savikalpa Samadhi, is it attaining Saguna Brahma? Okay. Savikalpa Samadhi is attaining Saguna Brahma. Okay. Nirvikalpa is Nirguna Brahma. Savikalpa, Saguna Brahma. All right. So the questions have finished. Are we ready, Jai?
Yep, opening now.
Okay, so before that, I have to explain what they are gonna do there. Okay, so don't join yet. Wait a minute. So here is the question. Here. Okay, we have our nice logo there. I'm gonna give 20 minutes, okay?
Okay.
Now, this is what you have to think and discuss. You can also make a photo if you want to keep it. What is the aim of humanity today? Means we are living in this planet, and so many people are living here. What is kind of the general aim of humanity living in this planet? Does it change according to the place where you live? That was part one. Then part two. Who or where and where is this aim being set or being decided? Means where it's emanating from this to everybody that, oh, this is the aim of humanity, this is what you have to do. Okay, it's coming from somewhere and from someone or someone's. And the third is, can it be changed? And how? Okay, so that's it. Yeah, you can open, and I will be asking you to send me to different groups during the process, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
All right, so go ahead, open it, and
okay.
All right, so everybody, please go to your groups, and I will be visiting you. So what I'm doing is like this, Jai. I go to this first group you assign me, which is number 5. And then I will stay there for some time. Then I come back. And then I ask you to change me to a different group.
You got it.
Okay, Jai, I'm back here. Oh, we have many people still here.
Yeah, these people just haven't joined, so that's okay.
Oh, okay. Maybe they can do a discussion in this main room. All right, so I was in number 5. Send me to a different one. If you want, just put the number 1 like that. And...
Okay.
Okay.
No, number 1 is the Portuguese room.
All right, okay. It's still showing number 5 here.
Sorry, I sent myself into the breakout room. Okay, there you go.
Oh, great. Okay. Okay, Jai. Again, maybe number. Okay, thank you. Okay, number 3, Jai. How many groups are there?
6, but you've already done 3 of them.
Yeah, I'm going to the 4th now. Okay. Okay, so I just finished number 3. And number 4? Thanks. Okay, Jai, now number 6. Oh, 7. Okay, 7 is fine. Okay, Jai, number 6 I didn't visit.
It's because I had to do some changing. 6 exists, but no one's in 6.
No one is there.
Yeah.
Okay,
So we're
I
good.
finished everything, yeah?
Yeah. So the rooms
How
will
many
close.
minutes are left?
2 minutes.
2
So
minutes.
2,
Okay.
3 minutes.
We just
Something quick I want to show is in the Discord, the logo that you have was actually a version we thought was done, but then here in Maya sent one more. I'll share my screen real quick because this is the version that you have, but he sent another one which has a brighter yellow on the outside.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if you have a copy of this one.
Send me.
Okay.
Or I can go to Discord and download it.
Sure, yeah.
Okay, I will check it. Okay?
Okay, yeah.
All right. Okay.
That's that. So just letting the rooms finish and then we're good.
I think everyone is an expert on menti.com already. So if you want to go to menti.com and use this code 664704, and we can also share in the chat. And we can also get someone from the groups to talk. So I think everybody is back, isn't it, Jai? Everybody here?
Yeah, just about.
Just about, yeah. Okay. So the thing is, okay. The question actually, what is the aim of humanity today? What I had in mind is like this. You look at the world, either where you live or in general, and you think, okay, so all these people in the world today, what are they, what is their aim? Means what they want to get. Means so it may be, for example, if you see in general, what society is telling the people is, oh, okay, you need to improve your life, get a good job, get this kind of material goods, and you have to do this. So seeing humanity how it is today. And if it's changing according to the country, for example, somebody lives in China, in the US, in North Korea, in South Korea, in Brazil, in Argentina. So what is it changing? What is like the collective mind in that place? Is it different? And then the next question was, who is setting that goal, that aim? Who is deciding it? Where is it coming from? It's like, who is deciding the fashion, for example? Now the fashion will be to wear a certain color, or to wear a certain type of clothes, to listen to a certain type of music. From where is this coming from? And the third part was, can we change it? Okay, so does anybody want to tell something that was very interesting in your group discussion? You can unmute yourself and share it.
People are unmuted.
Yeah, so any one of you? Don't just, yeah, let's talk, say something.
Also, if you want, you can type in chat too. That
Yeah,
works.
type in chat or put in the... Nobody.
I think the general aim of humanity today, and the reality is to find pleasure and happiness from external sources and to satisfy survival needs and desires mainly.
Yeah. Anyone want to add to that? Okay, so let's say that is you feel that is kind of happening, right? But where is that idea coming from? You mean, where do the people receive that idea from?
Namaskar, Dada, it's Janaka.
Okay, Janaka.
It comes from governments, social media, some school institutions and universities. And it's, I guess a lot of society is susceptible to, it's almost like they're being brainwashed to follow what they're being told, like almost like sheep. So one person does it and everybody follows suit. So, and it really leads to the sort of the suffering of the people. and then they want more, and it's a vicious circle. So to get out of the suffering, they need more materials, and then they're not satisfied with that, and then they'll just strive for more and more.
Okay, some people are adding here in the chat, from parents, from school, government, from the media, from universities. Yeah. Movies, music, culture. Kapil, you wanted to add something?
Yes, Dada. So all of these people that you guys are saying, for example, universities, dads and stuff, so they also got this type of ideology from somewhere. I mean, it just also didn't come from somewhere. And I really would not like to talk from somewhere, but basically a lot of these ideas also came through different religions. And some of them, in fact, some Bibles have put out away different verses from their Bibles, and that's why I like very much the idea in which Baba's philosophy teaches us to try to, even from what they call spiritual text, to also be very logical and try to find dogma, because otherwise it can be misleading, and they can even try to tell us to do something that it goes basically against our natural dharma. So that's what I wanted to share that.
Okay. So I'm going to add one thing. You know, when Baba gave once a discourse, and he was talking about master units, and he said that society has some psychic centers, and that today those psychic centers are the big cities like, let's say, New York and Beijing and Rio or Sao Paulo or Buenos Aires, you know, so they are Mexico City, you know, so these big cities, they are psychic centers. You see, they concentrate so many people in these cities, and that they all kind of think in a certain way. And so those are like the chakras of the society. And they keep on, like fashion, you know, like they have a fashion show in Milano, and that comes out, so everybody looks at that, and then fashion show in New York, fashion show in Tokyo, and then everybody wants to dress in that way. So they kind of put energy on those chakras, and that emanates, you know, like for example, in the United States, something happens in New York or something happens in Los Angeles. So everybody's like, yes, that's in, or let's say in other countries, similar things, you know. All right. Okay. So now we are working on how to change it. Education is coming as a very strong here. Yeah, education, that's really important. Decentralize the school, generate new culture, self-knowledge, being an example, proud, raise awareness, internet. Internet's very important, actually. Even though internet can take anything, but you see how much we are being able also to use the internet, you know. Kirtan and mantra, healing oneself. Good. Yeah, meditation and education are two strong, the strong ones here. Being an example, also becoming strong, and new humanism. Yeah. Actually, new humanism, if we I'm not sure if we have in our program to go deeper in the new humanist philosophy, but it has some practical points there in new humanism, how to change the collective mind. Okay, good. And in the chat here, okay, London. So yeah, these are places that are emanating the ideas to the world. If you see the news, for example, if anything happens in London, it's immediate in the news. Happens in New York, in the news. Even like Hong Kong or the main places where things are coming from. All right. Okay, that's what I had for you today. It's 11:30 my time, so that's the time to end the class. I'm available still a little bit if anybody wants to ask some questions like that. So just like a closing summary. So what's the aim of humanity? So humanity is like the last step to reach the goal, Brahma. But we want to reach Nirguna Brahma, not Saguna Brahma. So, and Saguna Brahma also wants us to reach to Nirguna Brahma, not to Saguna Brahma. So that's the goal. Now, it doesn't mean that we are going to stop doing everything else and we are going to be just doing meditation and trying to reach the goal. Because in the same philosophy, we learn that the world is a reality. We are living in this world. So we have to keep that balance, our life in the world, but we have to move towards realization. So now we live in a society that if you are doing meditation, people don't understand. You are vegetarian, a few people understand like that. But imagine if that changes. If the society is already encouraging everybody to meditate, is encouraging or producing and providing the best sattvic food. Imagine you live in such a situation. It will be much easier for you. Even they will keep time that not only like society today keeps the time like this. You have to sleep, you have to work. And a little bit time you can take care of your family. That's the time they give you. They don't give you time to meditate, time to do asanas. And when you go to the shop, they don't give you much choice of sattvic food. They just give you junk food. That's why it's difficult for us. We have always to make effort. But if everything is different, you have sattvic food, you are encouraged to meditate. People are giving you the time to an inspiration for spiritual life. You go to school, there is classes on how to develop yourself spiritual. They invite teachers from different specialties, and then we are doing research and what's the best way to meditate, what's the best food, and if that's a completely different society can develop. No. Good. Okay, so that's the end of the class. I will share later. I will share these two. Okay, this was the first one about what's the aim of humanity today. Materialism, money, happiness, peace. These are the strong ones, and how to change it. Education, meditation, being an example, new humanism are the strong ones. If anybody needs to go, it's okay, we finish the class. If you want to ask some questions or anything, I'm still available. If there is no questions, we can end it. So thanks everybody for being around. Namaskar. And so I look here in the chat if anybody has any point, you can put it there and we can discuss a few extra minutes. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for attending the class. You know, class happens according to the people who attend. Okay. Okay, I think as the first, is mukti attainable while a person is still alive? Okay, so, or at the time he or she dies. Okay, what happens is like this, that you can attain Savikalpa Samadhi, you know, like you, through your meditation, then you attain the Savikalpa Samadhi. If you have finished all your samskaras, then you just remain there, attain mukti. But if you haven't, then the samskaras bring you back. So you go into samadhi, but then you come back and you have to continue to exhaust your samskaras. So that's the thing. Okay, so that at the time one dies, okay, that's the last chance. For example, if you want to attain moksha, the last chance is the moment that your body finishes, means you are dying, you die. But it can happen also that you are in perfect health and everything, but now you exhausted all your samskaras and you go into nirvikalpa samadhi, so there is no samskara to bring you back. So that moment you leave the body. Yeah. But we don't need to think much about that. We just do our, how to say, regular practice with sincerity, do our responsibilities on the world like this. And then one day, you know, Baba said, your liberation is already in my pocket. So I can give you anytime. So we don't have to worry about that. Yeah.
Dada, there's a brother in here that wants to make a question, and I will translate.
Okay.
It's, why if the goal is moksha, why is mukti for? Why if the goal is moksha, why is mukti for then?
What is mukti for?
Yeah.
Well, it happens also. I think also here, let's see, I think also Baba is kind of giving you the whole, how to say, panoramic view, okay? You have to do practices that can take you to mukti or can take you to saguna brahma, but then you have to do practices that take you to nirguna brahma. Okay, so, and so he's telling that because you will find many, let's say, techniques, practices that they will take you very high, but they take you to mukti. So then, okay, just keep in mind that that's not the final goal. The final goal is moksha. So what's the difference? The difference comes in the practice. Even in the Ananda Marga practices, the first lesson, which is Ishvara Pranidhan, it takes you to mukti. And the sixth lesson, which is dhyan, takes you to moksha. But you cannot just start practicing the sixth lesson if you don't practice the first one. So you have to create the base. So the base you are creating with the, how to say, you are moving towards Saguna Brahma. That's the base. But when you reach a certain point, then you have to start aiming at Nirguna. So that's why, okay, you are practicing first lesson, practice, and then you learn second is improving. You learn third is improving your practice. Fourth is also improving your practice. Fifth is also improving the practice. Now you are really in very good shape and you have the whole base. Then you learn number 6. So at that moment, you are directing your mind to moksha. So, okay, I hope it answers the question. Anybody else has a question, you can put it on the chat or you can also unmute and ask.
Namaskar, Dada.
Namaskar.
Yeah, I have a question. I found a quote of Baba. He says that everything is the dance of the cosmic cognition. I don't understand what he means with the cosmic cognition. What is
Okay.
it? Is this consciousness or something?
Okay. So there are two things. One is cognitive and one is operative. So cognitive is related to consciousness. So cosmic cognition means cosmic consciousness, means it's the cognitive part. And the operative part is the prakriti. So what is happening is that everything means the whole creation or every object is consciousness or cognition. But it is because of the operative principle, it is kind of under, or it is qualified, means it changes. So that's why, for example, if I have now in my hand here a cell phone, okay? So this cell phone, what is it made of? I say, oh, there is metal, there is glass, and the case, it's plastic, all right. But what is glass? So you go deeper. Okay, glass, in the end, you find out it's, oh, there are electrons and protons. But deeper than that, everything is made of consciousness. So even the cell phone is nothing but consciousness. But prakriti means operative. So this was cognition. Now operation, operative principle modified the consciousness in such a way that it looks to me to be a cell phone. So now everything is a dance of the cosmic cognition, means the cosmic cognition is changing itself into numerous forms, including us. We are also cosmic cognition. But because of Prakriti, we look like a human being and we are thinking and talking and here. Okay, so that's the dance of the cosmic cognition. So the whole creation is just cosmic consciousness or cosmic cognition doing its dance.
Okay, I see. I understand. Thank you very much. Now it's clear to me now.
Okay, good. Now, just to say that when we read the philosophy and we study it and it kind of makes sense to us, that is working on our intellectual level. Yeah, we say, yes, that's it. Yeah, it makes sense like this. Now, through practice, means through meditation, you will start kind of realizing it in the sense of kind of really perceiving, feeling. For example, interesting thing. Today, we did kirtan, then we sat down for meditation. We chanted Sangachadwan and closed our eyes. At that moment, I felt really we were in a collective meditation. Okay, like suppose I have collective meditation here at our place. We do every Sunday, so we sit there. When I close my eyes, I feel I'm connecting with all the people here. In the same way, when we did today online, I felt the same way that I closed my eyes. I felt, oh, we are these 30, 40 people here doing collective meditation. I feel that strength and that vibration of a collective meditation. So it means we are not confined to space. We are all at the same time closing our eyes, ideating and connected, and we get that effect. So we are not only connected because we are in the same place and like this. We are our mental connection transcends space. So that's a little bit more like in tune with the philosophy. It makes sense. Means if you analyze from the philosophical point of view, it makes sense that it should happen in that way. So in that, with that idea, things that are happening in the world and everything start making sense in light of the philosophy we are studying. And also our experiences in meditation or in our life, spiritual experiences can make sense in the light of the philosophy. Okay, so we had 15 minutes extra. Let's stop here. Thank you, everybody, for participating. And I just want to give anticipate one thing. In this PLT2, we've been organizers, instructors, we are finding some ways, like, for example, many of you said you want to do service. So we want to start something that you can choose projects around the world, and we'll see how we can support those projects. So we'll get connected to service kind in a more direct way. So that's something I'm working on, and I will see. Maybe what we can do is form a group of service like that, and it will be kind of an extracurricular thing. And we have other practical activities also that will be looking to involve some of you according to your kind of talents and aspirations. Okay, thank you very much. Namaskar. Jai, thank you so much for being the host.
You're welcome. Thank you, Dada. And thanks everyone for coming back, and great to see you all.
Okay.
See you Wednesday.
We keep also Discord going.
You got it. Namaskar.
Okay. Namaskar.
Namaskar.
Namaskar. Namaskar. Yeah, everybody can unmute and say your loud namaskar. Namaskar.
Namaskar.
Namaskar.
Namaskar.
Namaskar, everyone. See you.
Sure.
Yeah.